Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. I'm the Mysterious JG. I'm trying to sneak in like maybe one Nioh video and then switch over to something else. Trying to be strategic and get some stuff recorded to keep the channel going. Horns on my head, dragonfly in hand. Yes, Tarakatsu. Some time has passed since you saved me at the Battle of Anagawa. The strength I saw in you has stayed with me. It is this that brings me here today to make this humble request. Oh, that's right, he wanted a duel. I'm not really interested in doing that. It's one of those things that could spiral out of control. I could find it quite simple and win on the first, try or two. Or I could spend a whole video getting frustrated and still have not beaten him. Although I'll come back and do that eventually. I'm still remember how upset I got. And I still got these freaked out neuropathy hands, but I remember getting really frustrated fighting Mitsuhide's minion with his magical powers. Tadakatsu might be really easy to beat, but it seems like at least the one time I tried to use it against Mitsuhide's buddy, they've really nerfed that move where you use the Kusarigama to trip people up, which is by far the most effective way to fight, boss-type human enemies. The Fallen Star. Oh, okay, yeah, I think this is what I wanted to do. And I did check my last video, and yeah, I gave Toshiie based on one line in this. Like, looking at his portrait now, I'm like, oh, I could give him a voice like Majima from the Yakuza games. The Yakuza games here, because I've been watching Lethal Feline play Yakuza, and he makes that character named Majima. He kind of talks like this there. Kiryu? Yeah, I could make him talk like that, but then I realized, hey, I mean, he can talk like Grankor. Hey, did you hear the news? Takara Shingen finally seems to have fallen into illness, no less. But although he is surely in his sickbed, there have been numerous sightings of him on the battlefield. This is causing quite a stir, as you can imagine. Most likely it is simply a case of mistaken identity, but as the soldiers agitated nonetheless. Would you mind accompanying me? I would like to know the truth of this matter. You scum! Alright, so let's do this. Hopefully I don't have an inventory. Oh, it's the weird forest map with... Yeah, it's going to be on this weird forest map where they have, like, paths that are closed off by growth and... Oh, I forgot to turn down the sound of my television speakers now that I got my head down. But yeah, I figured this would be fun. I like doing the ones where you have an ally. This is something that I could almost even play off. Like, I've got something else that I, if I want to have an adult beverage and play a game and make some off-screen progress on, I've got something else that I was playing around with. But the ones where you have an ally are good for that sort of thing, too. These are fun missions to just replay, because they're not that dangerous. I say, and watch me get killed like 800 times here, but... And having an ally around makes it... like, my main thing where I get really in a bad place in this game is... oh, he's... Okay, so we're actually fighting a boss, but I'm fighting him together with someone else, so it's probably still a little... more relaxing than the Tadakatsu would have been. Well, it's nice to know that he's 8 feet tall for some reason. Okay. Ah, this is a problem. All these things come to life. I guess that's where this is going. Oh no, one of those dudes. The hold on. Yeah, I can't let him be hanging around. Ah, fudge. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was a boss-type fight that was coming, or I would have I would have got all my my stuff going. Oh, I guess he's thanking me for rejuvenating him, but well, whatever. This sucks because I didn't get my spirit back. So I'm going to actually get all my buffs going, I suppose. And the issue there was that one of those weird dudes who revives enemies was hanging around. Who makes these graves turn into enemies. We do not want that happening. I'll bet you anything his little buddy got spawned when he got to a certain level of health remaining. Well. Oh, I thought when he said that, maybe that meant new guys were coming, but crap. Instead it meant he's in trouble. Keep swearing that's not going to happen again, but so how come a bunch of all I wanted was he just wanted to fight the Demon King of Awari. I mean, is that so wrong? So how come that time nobody came out? Because we had that on lock until other dudes showed up. So why did other dudes not show up? I don't know. I didn't really notice what kind of gear we got, but I would imagine we got he seemed to have a kind of unique look, so maybe we got maybe there's like a Tiger of Kai equipment set that we could get. Good job, man. You actually he held his own fairly well there. Only death can retire Jason Slade. Oh, is this something that Nobunaga has acknowledged with you? You just want to hang out with us now that we defeated the undead Tiger of Kai together? Okay, I'm trying to get out of the level, but alright, well maybe I gotta try to fight Tadakatsu now. Maybe Tadakatsu won't be too hard. This dual split staff, whatever it's called, is pretty powerful. I don't know if it's broken exactly, but I mean, I guess it is. If somebody as bad at these games as I am can... Nicely done. I got a Suwa Myoijin helmet, so that may or may not be part of a set. It might just be that they've got cool Shingen hats that don't form a set with anything else. So the rumors of Shingen's death and those of his sightings on the battlefield were both true. Well, hopefully this stir should die down now. Thank you. I can see now that my bellicose ways are just to hide my sensitivity at heart. I'm sorry. Going into that sketch again and not knowing the words. But to think that even in death, Shingen still commanded the loyalty of the Takata clan. It only goes to show what an extraordinary individual he was. But even so, he is surely no match for Lord Nobunaga. if I were to die, I will continue fighting at his side, be it as a ghost or as a yokai. I'll be there. I'll be there to comfort you. Just call my name, and I'll be there. Alright, let's see if this new helmet is as awesome as I think it is. And by as awesome as I think it is, part of a set. And it's not part of the set, so we don't really need to worry about it too much. Well, it looks like I could do with a bit of inventory management, but I've got some room in the old inventory, so let's look for other missions. Oh, it's starting to look like the only... It's starting to look like the only side mission that's left is fighting Tarakatsu. So maybe I don't got a choice in the matter. Want to give me all that you got? All my samurai keep rising to the top. Okay, that's exactly what I was kind of hoping not to have to do. But again, you never know with these. I found that one really difficult, but maybe this will be fairly simple. I don't think he's going to have a lot of crazy ranged stuff, at least. Okay. Okay, try to keep him poisoned as long as we can. Yeah, this hasn't been too bad so far. That's the stuff. Cheesing. Cheesing the same move over and over. I'm gonna say, I guess it doesn't matter if the if he can be tripped up with the Gusarigama. Until I start fighting him at the same time as somebody else, this is the way to go. Yeah, okay, so, it seems like, that boss that you fight who's a friend of Mitsuhide's was actually, with all the magic and the range stuff, maybe... Why didn't I try this technique? There must have been some kind of way that I was getting punished for trying to use the, you know, breakdance attack. Oh, I don't know. I kicked your ass pretty good, man. Oh, did I just earn his deer spirit? I think I did. Okay, well, that was worth the fight then. Especially because it was a pretty easy fight. Ooh. By countless, I mean 7. I can't believe that fiends were more difficult to defeat than a dragonfly. Oh, it's me. I just defeated you. Big time. I'll kick your ass, bitch. You taste my special sauce. Sorry. I've been thinking about replaying Wet, of all things. Shinroku. Good stuff. Well, all I can say to that is, thumbs up, soldier. I am surprised at how straightforward that was, to tell you the truth. Now, you faced Tadakatsu as a boss in the original Nioh, like a mandatory plot boss, which is unusual of the human daimyo that you encounter in the first half of the story. Usually they're just kind of around as optional fights. But there was like a gimmick there. He was unbeatable until you destroyed these crystals that were in his area because he was possessed by demon power. I cannot stop training. Facing an opponent as strong as you makes me feel so alive. I feel so alive. I hope we can lock blades again when we are both stronger still. So yeah, his whole deal, the Dragonfly Blade, actually, I've always thought that was a really cool name because, you know, when Bobo and I were in Japan on a guided tour, I was chatting with the tour guide about... I don't know how it came up, but like I guess we were at like one of the Tokugawa castles, and there was some stuff about this guy, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, I was fully admitting like, oh yeah, like from like video games and stuff, like I know some of these characters, you know, some of these samurai, and this guy, I always thought this guy was pretty cool because he fought with something called the Tonbone Giri, and the guy looked at me and was like, that means butterfly or dragonfly. Why would it be called that? And I was like, because it was so sharp. If a butterfly landed on it, it would be cut in half. And the guy was like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. But because I'd called the Tonbone Giri instead of Dragonfly Blade, like, he was like, what? So I apparently pronounced it right because he knew the word. Anyway, well, okay. Shoot, so I got another 12 minutes or so. I mean, I could subject you to inventory management. Or I guess I could do one of those little quick fights again. Learning a lesson. Someone stolen a sword, and now the castle's in an uproar. This one was actually a little bit more involved. Corpses in ice. The brothers' blades. Ooh, hooked on the brothers. Shrine of Oaths, a formal match. Sort of power of Hideyoshi up close. Oh, you know what I could do is, so all those battles are fairly short and just involve one boss fight. So there probably is a Warrior of the East. Okay, there's a Warrior of the East's honor set, although I don't have enough strength and stamina to use it. So, is it worth trying to acquire these? Because I'll eventually probably have enough strength and stamina. It gives you a life drain with active skills, which is actually pretty nice. It reduces damage taken, merciless barrage damage. That is probably a spear attack. I would probably need to be using a spear to take full advantage of that. The Greater Good. Oh, this is Ieyasu's untouched elixir. Oh, that's a neat one. It means you have a 30% chance when you use an elixir that it doesn't count against you. It gives you life and ki. Oh, this would be a really good one, actually. A really good set. But it requires more strength and stamina than I have. My question is... melee damage boost. Yeah. It's only got one weapon, which means I wouldn't have... Okay, this is a good one. My problem now is... I don't know how to go about getting more of this set. Because this is like if I can fight Ieyasu eventually, sure, but I don't know how I got this. It's probably just something that will occasionally drop. Samurai from Dark Lands. I actually have enough strength to use this set if I can build it up. Gives me... yeah, but it's got 2 weapons. I would have to actually fight with those weapons to get the full attack bonus out of it, which means I wouldn't have my choice of weapons to use. I'm going through all this just in a... Shinobi's back. I'm going through all this in a... trying to make a logical decision about which of these bosses would be best to fight again to round out the video, because I think it's too late to start a primary mission. Let's fight Shingen again, and I'll pay closer attention to what he drops. And I'm fighting him again because now I'm curious why those enemies didn't spawn. Because it wasn't. It was a pretty straightforward... He sounds like he's got exactly the same voice as Masamune did in the previous game. Masamune not likely to show up in this game because he'd be pretty young. Not like a kid, but he'd be pretty young. I'm curious as to why those enemies didn't show up. Can we disarm them of guys? That actually kind of sucked. I got really disoriented there. And while trying to get a lock on, I let him actually knock out all of the... I got all the Principal Governor's Gauntlets. Nice. But the you absorb lots of damage thing kind of got taken away. I think I got confused too about my... that demonic power meter you got sometimes confused me. I think it's the key meter. Okay, he's on fire, breathing his last. Okay. That was a happy coincidence that we were in perfect position to stop that guy before we get... I wasn't like fighting up here with that intention. But I'll take it. Crap. So we're not poisoning him again. We need to actually deal the damage. Which we have done. Shinobi Cuirass. Shinobi faceplate. So he's got some Shinobi stuff he drops. Shinobi gauntlets. I wonder if there's a Shinobi set. There's been various like Shinobi looking stuff that didn't seem to count as a set. I'm not even going to bother to talk to you this time, sorry. I hope that doesn't seem too rude. But ain't got time. Ain't got time right now, friend. Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't got time for me, dear. I've decided to switch back into being Majima. Kiryu-san? My obtained glory information has been updated. Oh, that's something I can do before we call it a video, is check in with the hidden tea house. Tatanashi's stuff. Okay, so I'm getting all different gear here. I think I got ninja stuff before, not shinobi stuff, but the shinobi stuff is still does not appear to be part of a set. What kind of stuff is it doing? Backstab damage. Ooh, the God of War looks down. Owned by the Genji clan. Oh, this is a Takada thing that... Okay, well, what does it do? So, I don't have enough stamina or strength to use it either. Because I concentrated really hard on dexterity and whatever was boosting my magic. But its effects... Projectile damage taken down, that's nice. Damage taken down, that's okay. Damage bonus. Equipment weight. It's not terrible. Damage taken down, elemental damage taken down. I mean, it seems like a pretty good one, and it doesn't come with any... The ones that have a specific weapon, or worse yet, two specific weapons, I don't like unless it happens that one of the two specific weapons it requires you to use is the Kusarigama or the Split Staff. And I think the Split Staff came out as part of the first DLC. I bought the Season Pass, so, you know, I like this game enough that I'm going to buy all the DLC anyway. But that makes me think it's unlikely that any of the sets that come with bonuses are going to be split staff sets unless there's a DLC only set, which has not been the case so far. So yeah, I won't get the special effects out of it unless I level up. But that's a thing to think about the next time I'm leveling up, is getting to where I could use that God of War looks down set. In the meantime, let's go chat with our friend at the Hidden Tea House. Apparently there's exciting new stuff to see at the shrine, too. I don't know why they think there's stuff to see at the shrine. Illustrations, Guardian Spirits, oh, because we got this. Oh, and I didn't look at Shinroku and whether we want to start using it. It's, earn the veneration of low-level warriors. Deer are often seen as a symbol of the vitality of nature. Those who have Shinroku as a guardian spirit are healed of light wounds almost instantly. Cool. So we'll have to figure out what it does and whether I want to start using it. So I don't know who it is that we would have new exciting information on. It doesn't seem like it's a thing. He's only got one block of question mark stuff left, but I kind of was hoping Yasuke would become a major story character. I don't know that much is known about the historical Yasuke and what his personality was like, but man, you talk about like a rich territory to do some historical fiction in. If you don't mind having a little artistic license, like you could really have a lot of fun. Like have a Black Panther style, like really progressive, kind of enabling hero for I was going to say African Americans. I guess anybody of African descent. Like that's a neat place to do it. Like a black samurai who was like based on. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. I mean, they kind of. In a weird way, I was excited about the idea that William from the first game is based on, very loosely based on a real historical character, and obviously in a game about demons being in samurai times, it's going to be pretty loosely historical. But I love the voice actor with what little dialogue he had, but not really. They didn't really do anything very exciting with that. It's weird. It doesn't look like we're going to get that much more story involving Hisahide. I would think Hisahide would actually be a pretty big part of the story going forward, but I don't know where this story is going. I'm surprising myself with how willing I am to just kind of dick around and take a lot of time on side missions and stuff. Because I'm enjoying the game, I don't want it to be over too quickly. This is getting, by the way, I always notice this. I should never talk about this on air, but I always end up bringing it up. This is probably my least popular series of my current series as I'm recording it. Don't have that many people who are paying attention to this one, but I'm enjoying it, and I really don't know where the story is going. Like, we're working for Nobunaga right now. Is this story going to go through all the way towards Hideyoshi taking over as the ruler, or is it going to be more like it'll come up to the events around Nobunaga's death? And I'm wondering if they had it in mind. Oh, is this it then? I'm like, why? Okay. I'm wondering if they had it in mind that they were making this game set during Nobunaga's life when they had that kind of shocking and almost nonsensical, to me, reveal that this old sage from the original Nioh was a secretly still alive Mitsuhide. So, I don't actually want Shinroku to be hanging around in my house. I should be finding out. Okay, I'm fully committed now to. We're just going to wrap up the video with a little bit of housekeeping. Although I'm not going to make you guys sit around for the inventory part. But right now, I have as my second spirit Masaru. Part of me is thinking I should switch this up and make Masaru the primary. Or no, that is what I'm doing. The secondary one is Masaru. Because it's giving me auto grave recovery, but not as much. But it's been making it, it seems like, life drain, strong attack, anima bonus. Lightning damage. Okay, so it would be a really good idea if I was going to get a lightning weapon to use Shinroku. Because this is life drain from strong attack. This has life recovery purification. And I don't think I'm using strong attacks. I'm using... I'm not using strong attacks much. I'm using the quick attack, so... That's unfortunate, because I was getting life drain from the quick attack. This would actually be probably better for me, especially if I switched up and got a lightning weapon. Now, for right now, I'm not going to change this. Let's go to the Hidden Tea House. So we'll receive our past rewards. Looks like I didn't get anything. I must have gotten glory at some point. Because I got a message saying my glory had been updated, so... Just participating in this at all, you get a little bit of glory, I think. So I got nothing out of that. I'm still a little confused on how this works. I thought, like, if you donate anything at all, you're going to get some glory out of it from those clan battles. Because I was getting more glory from... Like, getting a lot more glory from donating stuff and participating in those, quote, clan battles than I ever got from just killing the revenants or whatever they were called. But, so maybe off-screen I'll do some donating. But for now, I want to see if I got any new... can turn into Dosan Saito. I got 50,000. I could become Tarakatsu Tokichiro, who I'm already kind of cosplaying as. Nah, waiting for a new sexy lady character to appear in the story, because they always charge a ton if you want to play a sexy lady. Alright. Well, I'll call it a video here, and I'll do maybe a little I don't know if I can be bothered. I've still got 200 inventory space left, so it might be that the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've still got 382 items in the inventory. I guess you'll find out next time. Catch you later, guys.